Well, there we go. Hi, Sagittarius. How are you this morning? My name is Cheryl Lynn, and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. That's what we're doing. This one's going to be for April 4th, 5th, and 6th, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to do it like we always do. I will call out all 12 signs. Whoever comes to your mind first is who we're talking about. I'll pull 2 cards for each of the 12 signs. At the bottom, I will pull 2 cards for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On the signs, it is to give you some sort of an insight into what the current dynamic is between you and the person that came to your mind first when I called out the sign. And at the bottom, it will be to give you some sort of a heads up as to what might possibly be coming towards you this weekend to help you better navigate the situation, or sidestep it if you want. Whatever it is you need to do to make your life better, okay? This one is for my Sagittariuses. Alrighty, guys, let's see where we're going. If you're a Sagittarius and you're currently dealing with an Aries, I have the Star card and the 4 of Wands. Well, for certain, this Aries is some sort of a higher level soulmate to you, okay? They were intended to be in your life, no matter the dynamic. For most of you, though, I feel like this is a friendship heading towards a possibility of romance. That's how this feels. With the Star card, there is a ton of potential here, and there's also a lot of hope that this is going to come together. If for some reason that is not your dynamic, or I never want to date them or whatever, okay, so be it. Still understand this is somebody that was sent into your life to teach you lessons, as were you to them. This was a contract you signed before you came to Earth or whatever. This is somebody who is meant to be around you at any rate. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with the Taurus, I have the 3 of Swords and the Hierophant. So this Taurus is viewing you as somebody who is very heartbroken about some sort of a higher level of commitment that it feels like disbanded or is in the process of disbanding. And I feel like this Taurus is watching this that closely because they're hopeful that they can swoop in, is what I feel like, okay? If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Gemini, I have the Queen of Swords and the Hermit. So this Gemini is viewing you as somebody who has pulled your energy back from a situation to try to reassess it. They feel right now like you're coming out of that hermit mode very cold, very analytical, very logical, but not much emotion at all. I don't know if the situation involved the Gemini or if they're just a friend watching. I'm not positive on that note, but it's definitely somebody who has concern. All right, if you are Sagittarius dealing with a Cancer, I have the 3 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. This Cancer is viewing you as somebody who is looking for clarity right now. You're looking for the truth about a situation. And it's about a third-party interference at the least, possibly a third-party situation. That's what I got there. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Leo, I have the World card and Temperance. This Leo is somebody else who's waiting in the wings to see how things play out with your current situation that is disbanding. They want a shot at this. That's what they want. And they're hoping with patience that it's going to come. They're going to get their shot. That's what's going on here. With the World card, it's a cycle closing out. That's what they're waiting on, for the cycle to close out. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Virgo, I have the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. So this Virgo is viewing you as somebody who feels very left out in the cold right now, and very much so somebody who's trying to focus on your future. This Virgo feels like somebody who's been your friend for a long time, or somebody, that's what it feels like. Could be like a distant family member, cousin, somebody who knows you almost as well as you know yourself. They know you're going to be okay, but there's just concern because there is emotion here. It's just not romantic, okay? If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Libra, I have the 7 of Cups and the Magician. This Libra is viewing you as somebody who can manifest anything they want, and you have options everywhere, and yet you're staying hyper-focused on what isn't working for you. And I think for this Libra, that's very frustrating. I do believe that they might want to be one of the options. It's possible. More situationship-y than relationship-y, but anyways, that's how I see that. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Scorpio, I have the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. This Scorpio is viewing you in the Queen of Pentacles. So male or female, doesn't matter, it's an energy, but they see you as like a mini empress with the ability to nurture anything into fruition. Very much so a big picture person, normally. But right now you are hyper-focused on what is not working. Just like this Libra said, you're hanging on for dear life to something that no longer serves you. And it's puzzling to people around you because you're a smart person and they don't get why you can't just push forward. Okay? If you are a Sagittarius and you're dealing with another Sagittarius, which would be like you talking to yourself, okay? I have the Death card and the Eight of Wands. So I think you're trying to tell yourself it's time to let yourself take part in this transformation. It's time to let this change take place because I feel like you've dug your heels in and tried to not let it take place for a very long time. And it's going to come in out of the blue and hit you like a freight train in a minute because it's got to happen. You've got to let this transformation take place. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Capricorn, I have the Two of Wands and the Nine of Swords. The Capricorn says you're all stressed out and up in your head over the fact that you're at a crossroads and you don't know which way to go. Okay? If you are a Sagittarius dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. This Aquarius knows that you're in a position right now where you're trying to decide where you want to invest and how much you want to invest there. They also know that it's time for you to get away from this chaos and go into calmer waters. I do believe this Aquarius could be another person kind of waiting in the wings to see how things play out, okay? If you are a Sagittarius dealing with the Pisces, I have the Five of Swords and the Tower. The Pisces is one of the ones that could possibly be part of this relationship that just fell apart. With the Five of Swords, there's a lot of conflict here, a lot of ego, a lot of win at all costs, and it's caused a tower to fall between the two of you. On Friday, I have Nine of Cups and Six of Wands. You are getting noticed on Friday. There's public recognition. There's victory on your side. Nine of Cups, this is wish fulfillment for you, okay? On Saturday, I have the Hanged Man and the King of Pentacles. So by Saturday, you bossed up. You're in boss energy. However, you're feeling stuck still. Everybody around you doesn't realize how stuck it is you feel, okay? You're keeping that part hidden, but it's there. And only you can get yourself unstuck. And on Sunday, I've got Justice and the Five of Cups. Justice is going to be served in this situation, and eventually the scales will be balanced, okay? But for now, there is definitely a feeling of loss and regret here. Whatever fell apart in a big way and rather unexpectedly, okay? That's what I got. All right, Sagittarius, I'll be back on Sunday with your weeklies, if not sooner. Anybody needs a private reading, just send me a message and I will get you the details. Other than that, put the past in the past and try to move forward, okay, baby? Because you got a life left to live, okay? Whatever happened, happened. That's all I can say for now. Sorry. All right, take care, bud. See you later.